Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 10 of our FTB OceanBlock Let's Play series, where today we are working on a bunch of little miscellaneous tasks, getting ourselves some thermal tools, batteries, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let's get started. Real quick interjection here, guys. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody out there who has, been supporting the channel and stopping by and watching and liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that stuff. At the time of me recording this episode, we hit 2,000 subscribers, and I feel like it was just like 2 weeks ago that we hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to everybody who has, been here with me throughout this whole journey. As we're continuing to grow, you're all awesome, and I appreciate all you. Let's get started with the episode. All right, so I've gone through JEI, looked through all these pages here, and there's not really a whole lot of options for our the factory style blocks that I want. There are factory blocks from Chisel, so I want to check this out. And if you've never used Chisel, Chisel is a fantastic mod for decoration. Super cheap, just sticking a diamond to make a chisel. And then I always go ahead and upgrade this to the iChisel because it can, you have a GUI, you can do multiple blocks. You can do all the blocks in your inventory kind of thing. So yeah, it's better all around. So there's these factory blocks from Chisel, and I bookmarked one that I can't even use. There's these factory blocks, and then this is column, rust plates. I don't know if these are all the ones that I can chisel a factory block into, but to make a factory block, it's just this. So I kind of want to see what this looks like in here. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so we have the hazard blocks. We have, there's the columns here. Yes. Wireframes, wireframe blue, white. I kind of want to see what like all of these look like. So let's do something like this. Then we can kind of see, okay, what do these columns look like? Just those ones. Let's do, like, we're going to need, okay, so if we're doing columns, that's to build up. We're going to need like a flooring. I kind of want to see what this, okay, so that's what the wireframe looks like. That wouldn't be bad for like flooring, I don't think. That looks a little too futuristic, though that looks kind of cool. Let's see. Vents for walls. We'll definitely want to use some of these for some outlining. This is grippy for the floor, that way you don't run. This is probably OSHA approved. Oh, and this is already dots. Okay, so then let's take these. Let's see what they look like, right? So if we put this here, they do have a cool sound too. I love the way these factory blocks sound. Ready? Doom. Oh, and they have a connected texture, which is great. Okay, so these are and actually, you know what? We can lay these out like this. I just need to decide, what do we want to do for our factory blocks, right? Because I need to start working on building up, and I need to see, now these are columns. Okay, so this is literally a column. So we could use this to build our foundation, like our the floor, like the columns that are going to hold our block up. Now it just depends, which flooring type do we want to go with? Do we want to go with this wireframe, or do we want to go with the dots? I'm kind of thinking the dots versus the wireframe. I think I like the dots a little more. Or this wireframe looks pretty nice too. So let's imagine if we had this. Let's take this down one level just so we can see. And if we had like, these are going to delineate the barrier. Don't cross this line, otherwise you're going to fall. So we'll have like this factory wireframe can kind of go here, and then surrounding it can be these factory hazard blocks. Something like this, but just it's going to be all around and obviously higher. Does that look cool? So like, just imagine, this would be, this obviously isn't going to be where it is, but we'll have it like here, and we'll have the pillars go up, and then we'll have like a big old platform above this. And, it'll be delineated by these factory hazard blocks. Don't go over here, you're going to fall into the ocean kind of thing. And then we can build even up higher. We can have like a power generator can be sitting up at the top with maybe some windmills up there and everything that are going to get us our power for this. Cause we're going to need more options for power. I think I like that. I think these factory chisel blocks are going to be the way we go. So look forward to that in an episode or two, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of this stuff. Let me go ahead and convert all of this over to these columns. Chisel all. Oh, let me stack it back up. We're going to chisel it to the columns and then the floor, of course. So you chisel all to columns and then columns and then columns, because we're going to need a bunch of columns anyway. So we'll just keep it all at the columns, and you can also go columns, please. There we go. Okay. So that is all of those to set to columns, and we can build up. So that's 32. So we can do what? 8 or freaking heck. Yeah, 8. 8 high. Go up 8 high in the corners for our support. We'll see. Anyway, so that is the ideas that we have for this episode, or at least starting out. So like I said, I will work on getting that done in between episodes here. Let's look on upgrading our backpack. Before I do so, though, can I just directly upgrade this and it retains inventory? We're about to find out. If it's a good mod, it will. It'll retain its NBT data. Just need a block of gold. Do it, and there. Bam. Okay, so this holds 33 stacks. Let's see. All our stuff did stay inside of there. Nice. And I'm assuming the next tier is diamond, which we do not have a ton of diamonds. And by not a ton, we have 2, so not very much. I have had this sluice running, so we probably have more available to us. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff actually processing. So we want all the chunks. We need to definitely work on trying to get ourselves this all automated. But in order to do so, we're going to need ender chests. We're going to need some sort of storage. No, someone was saying in the comments too that we can actually use the induction smelter to triple our ores. It's not mentioned in the UI. Oh. Look, that is. It's straight tripling our ingots. And it's only in one machine. Oh, man. So this whole thing is unnecessary. With Cinnabar in here, this triples, just straight triples our ingots. And we get a chance to get other items like gold. We just got gold from all this. Automating that's going to be a pain, though, because the induction smelter has 3 slots. That's the trade-off. I did go ahead and upgrade all of these, by the way. So all 3 of our machines are sitting at max tier. Yeah, how do we... There's no... I don't know of any way to upgrade or to automate this outside of using something like, refined storage. But even then... man, that's tripled. That triples our ores, though. Let's go ahead and let's think about it. We're gonna auto input off on that. We're gonna let the compacting drawer do that part at least, so I don't have to sit here and do all of that. But yeah, that triples, plus we get extra outputs, and we have tons of Cinnabar, like more Cinnabar than we need. I just wish we could like turn off those slots. Weren't you able to in the old version of Thermal? You could set it to, maybe not. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, really I want those diamonds to do their thing. So let's just manually do those, grab those, and throw the diamond clusters in here. And we have more diamonds over here, apparently. Time in a bottle this baby up. Damn. Okay, let's get this redstone processing too, because I'm sure we're going to need redstone at some point. All right, so anyway, continuing from last episode, we need to get our mining situations taken care of. I'm tired of using stone tools. The stone sword's fine. We're not really fighting and everything right now, but the pickaxe and the mattock and everything, just getting annoyed with that. So we have a couple options. We have the Fluxbore from Thermal, which I've used in the past. We could also go like get a Paxel, We can go the Paxel route. And Paxels are nice because it's a pickaxe and an axe. So it's one tool to cut down trees and stone. So we don't have to do, you don't have to have multiple tools. And it also works on sand. So it's a pickaxe and a shovel. So it does a little bit of everything, which is nice. What options do we have for Paxels? The only thing with the Fluxbore is that we get 3x3, or we can have multiple tiers of mining. However, I don't know if we necessarily need that in a pack like this. We're not mining often. We have infinite resource generation. So something that is going to be cheaper and one tool that does it all is kind of more convenient. So let's see what options we have for a pack. So of course we have the standard gold, diamond, and everything. We have prudentium, we have tertium, we have imperium, and we have supremium. Let's see. At mystical, what do we have? What's the highest tier we could get to? Now we have to upgrade this, correct? No. Oh, okay. So it's actually just a straight. So we need to make all the different tools. I see. So in order to do this, yeah, we have to go up the chain. So it is kind of expensive to make these things. And there's no recycling of this, is there? I can use it on a cutting board. Okay. So there's no recycling of these. So getting to those tiers right now would be kind of sort of a pain if we wanted to tier up in mystical agriculture with this, because we have to make each one of these different tools. We don't have any of them, so we'd have to go through the whole chain. But it does make it faster, I guess. I'm going to assume. I'm not sure. The only other advantage that the Fluxbore has for us is that it uses RF instead of durability, and we don't have anything to make things indestructible in this, so we'd have to get mending and stuff. We'll stick with the Fluxbore. All right, so let's see what we need. We're gonna need a tin gear. Bam, 2 of them actually. We're gonna need a gold gear. We're gonna need a redstone flux coil and a drill head. I love having JEI and being able, or not JEI, refined storage, and being able to just do all this stuff. Now, are we jumping ahead on quests in here, or is there not a quest for this? There is not a quest for this. Okay. So from there, we need to get the, it's a thermal station tinker table, tinker's workbench, this thing. This allows us to actually modify the tool. So we're going to definitely need this. What is all this stuff? Okay. Just curious why all that stuff showed up but I searched tin. I thought I searched tink. This thing does require power. So we're just going to kind of sort of, sneak it into our thermal area here. Bam. And then we can just give it power. Right there. And so what we can do is we can put our tool in here, and it's going to, charge our Fluxbore up for us. So we have 2 options. We have mode augment or mode charge and fill. And it kind of makes sense what each one's going to do. But as it stands as a default, this is a, just a decent pickaxe. Like, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's also not the slowest thing. But what you can do with it is augment it. So we can get to the hardened integral components, which just requires some gold gear because I have plenty of invar from all my crafting earlier. So if we take this and we pop in here and we say, hey, sir, my Fluxbore, I need you to have the augment. Oh, it went into there. No, duh. There we go. I'm like, what the heck happened? So you put your augment in here and you click the mode and it'll automatically do it. So now you can see this holds 100,000 RF, and it's going to be, it'll be a little bit faster. But the advantage with it is that you can now, oh, that's my zoom button. I was like, what the heck just happened? If we go into here and we go to category, thermal, no. Oh, wait, actually, toggle liquid view. I need that to be off. Let's set that to slash really quick. No. Toggle liquid view is what is making the when I look at liquids, it shows me the liquids. Like if I look at water, it shows water. See, now it's fixed. So if I do this, look, we're gonna see, oh, water. If I press it again, we're going to see the item below it. It makes the liquids transparent. That's what I want. I want to be able to see the blocks that I'm looking at, not all of the water. Since this is an ocean block, there's a lot of water. We want to be able to see through the water to see what we're looking at. So that was a nice little tangent there. But what we're looking for is COFH. Yes. Cycle mode V. Let's set this to C, I guess. So that is going to mess me up. C. Clear crafting grid. Nope. Nope. Tool config from Draconic. We can probably keep that. I think it'll be okay. Better diving. Descend is C. Okay. We'll see what happens. Okay. Maybe it needs to be an exclusive key. C and C. Oh, and you know what? I just realized I'm a derp. I haven't done the thing that I need to do yet. So in order to get it to be able to mine in like a 3x3 or whatever, you have to put these radial enhancements in there, which are pretty cheap, not too shabby to make. But what these do, it allows you to mine in larger areas. So if we take this radial enhancement, put this in here, pop our tool back in, hit our augment, put it in there, bam. Now, if I press C, we should be able to mine in a 3x3 or a single block. See, like I said, for a pack like this, where we're not really doing a whole bunch of, this is supposed to be dirt, by the way. Do I have any dirt? We're not doing a whole bunch of, mining manually. It's all automated. We don't really need the 3x3 portion of this. We just need this to be sped up. But outside of that, for a normal pack, if you're playing through and you're using this as a tutorial, that's what you would want to do. But what we want is to make this faster. Is there an augment to make it faster other than the components? I'm not seeing anything. It's enchantable. That's the thing that you can do, is you can enchant it. You can get efficiency on it and all of that good stuff. I'm just curious to see, is there other ways? We could make the reinforced integral components if we really wanted to. But as it stands now, this is better than what we had. Plus, we have our battery available to us. So if I take our battery and I activate it, shift right click, we can put this in our curio slot and it'll keep this thing charged up for us. And we can throw it into here, actually, and it'll charge up for us too, which is pretty nifty. It is going to drain. We do need to work on battery and stuff like that, a buffer of power there. So that's what our next goal is, getting a redstone flux cell, which is going to require us to get cured rubber. Interesting. Which is going to require us to get vines. How do we get vines? Loot. I don't have any vines as loot. No. All right. We may have to look into a way to get rubber. Maybe, is it ore dictionaried with latex? Potentially with industrial foregoing, we might be able to dive into getting latex. It's coming up. We're going to need to do it in the future anyway. So you are cured rubber. Yeah, no tiny dry rubber is going to be, nope. Surround dandelions with a bucket of water will get you 1, but man, that is an expensive recipe. I guess so is the vines recipe too, really. Latex bucket. The recipe for latex is vines in a multi-servo press or an arboreal extractor on jungle. Both of which we have not got. Not got yet. All right, let's see. What other options do we have for batteries? We have power. We'd use a power energy cell if we wanted to. That'll store 1,000,000 RF for us, which this will hold 1,000,000 RF. This has a 2,500 transfer rate though, so that seems more along my line. So let's go ahead. I think, yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna bypass thermal. I don't feel like diving into the rubber, and we'll go with power. Okay, so energy cell. Wait, that's the right thing, right? Is Power has ender cells. Yeah, energy cells what I want. Power has ender cells, which is the wireless power. Okay, cool. So let's grab some basic capacitors. Let's grab a dielectric casing. Gonna need some dielectric rods. We're gonna have to convert some of those rods to the horizontal. Just 2 of those, I think. And bam. And bam. All right, so we got an energy cell. So what this is a battery, essentially. Instead of having all of our power going into here, and then, you know, this ran out of its sapphire, apparently. I didn't actually even know. I haven't been paying attention. I need to automate the input of it so I can just pull all of it out of our inventory. But if we put this here, and we get our wrench, and we can do the whole rotatey thing. Bam. We can put this away. We can grab this wrench. We can set this back to output because we broke this block that it was connected to. And if we come back over here to our storage and we get our like sapphires, we get our rubies, we get ourselves a chest, and we have item pipes. So we can just grab the item pipe to pipe right in. So if we take these, we're going to go ahead and put the ruby into here so it can start running again. And you're going to see this guy is going to fill up with power. Okay. And then you can adjust what sides are available to receive and extract. Right now it's set, but all sides can receive and all sides can extract. We have it set to extracting out here. So it's going to go into these machines, which is exactly what we want. From there, what we want to do is just kind of pop up here. We're going to need to get I don't have any item pipes yet. Time to make item pipes. Item pipes requires droppers. And bam, there's item pipes. Let's just hop up our tower here, if I could get up it. So we're going to put this here, and we're going to put our chest. We could use a hopper instead of the item pipe, but, you know, this is fancier. And then take our wrench, and we're just going to go ahead and boop. And now it'll automatically fill this up as needed when it needs to. So yeah, there is our tower of thermal, our pyramid of thermal, essentially. We could even, I mean, we could move this chest if I didn't like it, which I kind of don't like the look of it, but it is what it is. But it's going to fill up this, and then it should throttle itself down, though it's not going to throttle itself back down to 0. It's still going to use some power. So that is just something to keep in mind. If you're setting this up as well, you're going to want to figure out some way to transition eventually. But for now, yeah, that's where it's at. And if we need more, we probably have more, you know, sapphires and rubies over here too. So we can just throw those into the chest. But we need to get some sort of sustainable energy source. We could set up the magma from thermal. Magmatic dynamo. Instead of using the fernator here. It just depends. You know, we'll see where we end up. But what I want to do is look on getting wireless power, so we can get all of our power centered into one area, and then we can, you know, wirelessly transfer it all, which is the goal, or at least my goal. That's what I want to do. How much redstone do we have? We have 2 blocks. So in order to do this, we'd have to make 2 of these dimensional cells, which are a little bit pricey. Redstone wise, we don't have a ton of redstone available to us. Like, we don't even have any in here. Redstone's going to be like our biggest bottleneck, isn't it? What is the best way to get this? Literally, this is it. Dust and a diamond mesh redstone chunks. All right. So I think what I need to do is stop upgrading and doing all of the stuff that I'm doing and trying to, you know, get teched up. And I need to work on resources, because we're getting gravel. We're getting a ton of it, but gravel's not producing everything that we need. We need to get this gravel converted into sand, and then we need to get that converted into dust. So we need to set up more of these. So I'm going to need, let's see, we're going to need gravel, we're going to need sand, and we're going to need dust. So we're going to need 3 more sluices. And we're going to want them of the diamond tier so we can automate them. So hopefully we have enough resources for this. So we're going to need this, we're going to need this, and we're going to need this. So let's, we're going to need 2 more of these. So let's grab 2 of these. 2, Just need some chains. 2 and 2 diamond sluices. We should be able to pull this off, right? Yes. And then we're going to need 2 diamond mesh. Okay. So what we can do is I'm gonna set this up in between episodes here, but we're gonna lay these all out side by side, right? So we're gonna have this one, this one's gonna sit here, and this one's gonna sit here. But I'm gonna build a 9x9 for this so that we can have this all in one little area, and we can expand if we need to. But we're gonna do a similar setup here. We're gonna get the auto hammer, which we're not gonna be able to get a netherite one again because we only had that. Actually, we might be able to because it requires diamonds to make netherite. But anyway, so we're going to get this set up, but the next one's going to have 2 hammers. And then the other one's going to have 3 hammers because we're going to have to go from cobble to gravel to sand, sluice. Cobble to gravel to sand to dust, sluice. Makes sense? And we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get the water to it. At that point, we're going to have to pipe. And then I'm going to have to figure out, can I pipe from the bottom into the bottom of these? Let's experiment with that now. If I were to set this up, say here, right? And I put this here. Can I pipe water into the bottom of you? Because that will allow me to get the water fairly simply. It does connect, so it seems like it's going to be possible. I just need my wrench. And bam. And yes, you do get water. Okay, so that answers that question. The age-old question. Can you pipe water into the bottom of a sluice? Yes. So yeah, I'm going to get this set up in between episodes here so we can get all this going. I'll just set up gold chests on the end of them for now. We're going to figure out some way to get everything imported into our refined storage system and start getting some auto processing going on, into like the crates and everything. We need to get, things exported into the crates so they can get compacted. Though I don't know if the crates are going to be the fastest way. The crates are a little bit slow, but we do have RF tools crafters. Those just require power. So we got to figure out. We got some things to do. Let's go ahead and collect our quests here real quick. See what we get from them. A mob duplicator. That's actually not bad. That is a late game. And nether seeds. Oh, the nether seeds are going to be nice. That's going to allow us to get netherrack. Oh, I'm actually going to plant these now. Botany pot. Nether seeds. What do you need planted on? You just need some kind of farmland. Imperium, Supremium, Tertium, Prudentium. Okay, we're going to have to go ahead and make a Prudentium essence, which we can do. Sweet. Okay, and then we need to turn this into farmland, which means I need a hoe. And I need some dirt. I think it's like this and this. Yes. And then we just want a chest. Nether seeds are going to get us netherrack, which is fantastic. We don't have to do the whole redstone to netherrack thing, which means we can get more glowstone, which means we can get a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go. This is our farming area, so we can kind of set this up. We'll just set it up right here. I haven't really been doing a lot with the farming, so I'm not too upset about, blocking off my entrance to it at the moment. Damn, 1.5 minutes, which is not the fastest, but if we tick accelerate it really quick, we'll see we're going to get nether essence at some point. Yes. Nether essence can then be used to make blackstone, warped fungus in combination with things, netherrack. That's what's up. Soul soil. If we get earth essence, we need to dive into mystical agriculture for sure. But for now, netherrack is what we're going to get from that. And it completed 2 quests. So let's see what we get from these. An absorption hopper. I like an absorption hopper. And I don't know what else. A singularity tank holds 32 more buckets. Absorption hopper is great. All right, but anyway, absorption hopper would actually mean that we could set up the absorption hopper and only have 1 chest for everything set up. I mean, it could be set up to go into a ender chest, which would import into the system. We would only need 200 chests anyway, yada, yada, yada. That's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.